Hello, this is Daniel here, and this is my coaching assignment 1. So, looking at Pochettino, who is the Tottenham manager. If we look at his roles, he works at elite level with footballers. His role as a manager is to push the team to the max performance level that is possible, and it's also important that that as he is the role of the manager, he puts his team and everything into place so that therefore they can be as successful as possible. He is a good example of a manager as he is organised and takes control of the team well, even when injuries and other possible scenarios occur. As a manager, he is responsible for controlling and administering a group of players. Okay, so his responsibility is the state or the fact of having a duty to deal with something or having control over someone. Also, to make sure that he has professional conduct at all games and training sessions, as he is the face of the club. This would allow him to show more important appearance, which will gain him respect from the players and other coaching staff, therefore leading to be more successful and more professional. It's important as his coaching role that he applies with professional conduct, as this will mean the appropriate knowledge and experience qualifications so that he looks professional and can guide his team through the season being successful. His skills are that he has good organisation, and from being well organised with different tasks. For example, Pochettino might have to organise specific training sessions in order to help with the team's fitness. They will need to be organised and implemented into their strict schedule in time for this to positively impact their sporting performance. He shows organisation as he has organised a lot of training for Tottenham Hotspur. Now, if we are to look at Craig Berry, who is my football coach and is also a teacher, he is non-elite. As a teacher, he is there to instruct and imply the morals that are needed to be successful. Also to help us improve and set targets that we can use in a game and to progress and become better. Target setting is a basic level, but it's very important, as he can work with his players and highlight the areas that are needed for improvement. These can then be improved through his coaching skills and knowledge to a certain level. However, it will not be to the top standard. This will help with the players' performance and become to the best of the ability they can be. at the football club I work with, he uses this to his advantage to improve our sporting performance. Now, the responsibility is the state or the fact of having a duty to deal with something or having control over someone. As Craig's main responsibility is he is the head coach, and his knowledge of coaching needs to fit with the environment and also the level of players. The different factors need to be considered, such as the equipment that we use, the location so that we can all train, and the fire exits and facilities that we can use to make sure our club is at a good standard. We are going to have a safe environment. The knowledge of the coaching environment is important due to health and safety matters, as Craig needs to show his responsibility of his control and actions to make sure that us as the participants have the knowledge that we can be safe, as well as the others around us. Now, looking at skills, the skills of Craig would be that he's good problem solving and is being able to solve a problem in under pressured situations. Craig shows that he has good problem solving as he is able to adapt in different situations and find a solution to difficult or complex issues with the different players around us. Next, we have Eddie Jones, who is the England rugby manager. Now, as their role, he is an innovator, which means that he will implement new techniques and practicing styles to make sure every different member of the team is getting their right training level. For instance, you have the backs and the fronts. They both need different training structures as their roles are different. Also, you need to make sure so his role is important, as he needs to be able to notice the players' weaknesses and build upon these by implementing new techniques when others are doing their coaching session. It will show an improvement in their sporting performance individually and also collectively as a team. The responsibility is that the state or the fact of having a duty with something or having control over someone. Eddie has many different responsibilities as part of being the head England rugby coach. One of these is to provide equal opportunities to each player, which will mean that providing coaching for everyone without prejudice. Eddie mustn't treat players different for factors such as race or religion that could be within the team. Now, looking at skills, communication is the imparting or exchange of information by speaking, writing, or using some other medium. This is important for coaches as they need to be able to communicate well with their team. Such as finding the weaknesses that they need to improve on. It's important that the players feel comfortable and communicating with Eddie, as issues can occur such as injuries, so that therefore the coach can support the players and get the best out of them. Eddie shows good communication as he has lots of talks with the team and the other staff team so that they can all come collectively together as one. Now looking at Meg. Meg is an honorary coach and she has an important role at college as she is always around students. Many students look up to her as a role model and see her as an example to be as an example. Therefore, it is important that Meg is seen as a role model, as this will allow her to be respected and looked up to by her students. Meg is a good example of a role model as she has had lots of achievements along the way. This is a positive aspect as it will motivate the students and shows her good characteristics of a role model. Her responsibility. Responsibility is the state of having a fact of duty to deal with something or having the control over someone. Meg's responsibility whilst coaching at the college is health and safety. She needs to make sure the environment she is teaching in is safe for the students. For example, Meg will have a risk assessment when she is coaching outside so that she has control of factors such as the wet weather. She has good health and safety and that she has controlled measures put in place so that a risk is less likely to happen. Skill. Good time management is making sure that you spend the appropriate time on the different things such as tasks. Meg shows that she is good time management by planning each lesson she has with students. She manages her time efficiently so that she covers all areas of the topic and that specific time period. Good time management is important for teachers as they need to be able to cover all areas of the subject in a specific time period. Now looking at fitness assessment. For fitness assessments, athletes use fitness assessments to measure various aspects of their body. That can be measured is ability, ease and improve their performance. A fitness assessment identifies your current fitness levels, and then you can do this regularly throughout your training period to show improvements. Athletes can use fitness assessments to measure areas of improvements and set goals. An example of a fitness assessment is the multi-stage fitness test. This can be used by athletes to measure how good their cardiovascular fitness is. Athletes can do this regularly throughout the season to see improvements in their fitness level. These fitness assessments can also allow the coaches to see if their training sessions are benefiting the athlete's fitness level, and if not, they can adjust their sessions.